So guys, this is John here. We're going to be doing some Skywars. This is just for fun, not for the quest of 3 in a row, which we completed, in case you didn't know, and yeah. So I went on MINEVERSE today, and what happened was, I go online, and 2 mods randomly join. They randomly join the server, and I'm like, wow, finally we get some mods on the server. Finally, after all that time, we get some mods. So, I say to the mods, I'm like, look up blah 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 on YouTube, which was a channel that I found that exposes a ton of hackers that are on MINEVERSE. And so, the first guy I tell him, he's like, okay, he goes AFK, he looks at it, and then I'm like, I talk to the other mod, say do it, and he's like, can you make a ban appeal? Or not, or can you make a request? I'm like, why? And then I say to him, why should I make a request? It's right there in front of you. So he looks it up and says, are you blah blah blah? And I'm like, no, but that's my friend. Or somebody, he's actually not my friend, but he's is the person I met in the server who had the thing. So he's like, no. So he didn't do anything. So then I asked the other guy, I'm like, hey, can I become a moderator? Because I just led you to like 30 bans. And he's like, and, you know, that was kind of something I just did. I was going to ask Ron anyway. That it really has nothing to do with the fact that I led them to 30 bans that no one else would have probably seen had I not done that. But that's not really, I shouldn't have, you know, I was expecting not to get it off that. But so the mod says, well, being a mod isn't all about banning. And I said, I never said it was all about banning. And the 2 names of the mods were Ratchet and Beef something. So I said Ratchet or whatever. Beef didn't do anything when I told him. He did nothing. He didn't ban anybody, even after acknowledging that he watched the video, which is fucking ridiculous. But, so Ratchet or whatever, whoever that is, was like, well, or Ratchet was like, well, being a moderator isn't all about banning. I was like, I know that. Well, it's also not about sitting on your butt and doing nothing either. That's, and he's like, well, and then he's like, and I said to Beefman, well, you should probably ban people. Like, what have you guys been, I was like, what have you guys been doing all this time? There's so many hackers on this, like, what do you guys do? He's like, you really shouldn't tell, he said to me, you really shouldn't tell a moderator how to do their job. That just pisses us off. And I'm like, well, I'm like, sorry if I offended you, but there's too many hackers on this fucking server, and you're not doing your fucking job. So, long story short, that's why there's so many hackers on MINEVERSE. It's all the mods. The mods do not do their job. Even after 20 minutes after Ratchet saw the videos, going AFK, watching a few of them, didn't ban anyone. Like, what are you doing? What other jurisdiction do you need? Like, I've seen people get banned before. It happens very rarely, but actually, no, I've never seen it happen done. I've never seen someone get banned before. Not on MINEVERSE. Never, 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 never. So I'm like, what other jurisdiction do you need to ban somebody? You have video recorded proof. Like, with the names right there in front of you. Blatantly hacking. What other proof do you need? Like, I don't understand it. So, long story short, nothing got done. After 30 hackers, at least 30, I think it might have been more than that, were exposed on video, hacking, on video. And when Beef said, well, you should make a request or a repeal or something like that, I'm like, why? Why? After you already saw the videos, can you not just go and do it? It's right in front of your face. Why do you need me to make an appeal and risk my crap? Because I don't know what hackers do to the person that finds out they're hacking or whatever. You know, I don't know what they do to the person who finds out that they're hacking or whatever. I don't want to get hacked. But, well, I don't think they could hack me, but, you know what I mean. Like, it's right in front of your face. So, long story short, the reason why there are so many hackers on MINEVERSE has nothing to do with the actual players. Well, it does in the fact that they're hacking. But most of it is, BS propaganda by the moderators. The moderators are the ones not doing their job. Believe it or not, the moderators need to get their shit in gear, because in my opinion, it's pathetic. It is absolutely pathetic that they are not banning these people. Like, what other proof do you need? Like, what do you want, an hour clip of them cheating? Like, I mean, come on. A lot of them were bow hacks, but still, like, that's still hacking. There was actually a lot of kill auras as well. Nope, you missed. No one's down here. I think the person who was here might have fallen. Ooh, a little. Yeah, but yeah, I don't really know what to say about this because, like, there's really nothing to say. It's in and of itself. I wish I would have recorded it. That would have been better, because then I would have put it in this video and made it, you know, actually have what they said there. But the fact is, they're not doing their job. That's why, and they need to get some good admins or moderators in there. I honestly might run for a moderator position on that server, just to save them the embarrassment when they get whatever I felt, doesn't matter. But just to save them the embarrassment of when I'm walking backwards right now. But just to save them the embarrassment of when people start leaving the server because there's so many hackers. That's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you. It may not be now. It may not be whatever. Having a drink. But, yeah, I mean, I just thought it was really telling to me of why there are so many hackers on MINEVERSE. It is because these admins are not doing, or the admins/mods are not doing their job. Instead, they're giving themselves OP armor, and, like, sometimes they fight, sometimes they don't, but they're giving themselves OP armor, blatantly seeing people hacking, not doing anything about it. Like, I mean, anyone who's a moderator on this server, the only good moderator I've ever met has been Blue, something. Blue, I forgot his other part of his name. Blueberry, I believe was his name. And he's the only good moderator I've ever met on that server that actually did his job. Like, when I told him about a hacker, he actually, like, looked at it and found out that, well, he watched him and he stopped the hacking for a while, the guy who was doing it. But he actually took time to look at the hacker that was given to him. You know, that's just very telling. And that's more people what we need. I'm just going to be honest here. I don't understand why people still play on that server. Like, it's only because of those, you know, there's so many players that it's still alive. It had a good calling in the beginning, but it's starting to fall apart now, which is why I would love to become a moderator on that server and save every player some fucking time and stop having all these hackers, because it's pretty blatant obvious. If you watch any of these videos, there's... I'd say, when I said 60% of people, when I said like 6% of people are hackers, I more meant like 20%, honestly. That's how many there are, at least 20%, if not more. There are a lot of hackers on that server. Actually, there's too many to count, really, because more just come in and out. Because you know what they do? One of these moderators is just unbanning them when they get... I don't know who it is, but... you can get banned and unbanned from this server pretty instantaneously, almost the same day that you get banned. Now, on the, and you rarely ever do get banned unless there's video proof, and even then, sometimes you don't get banned, but, like, there was this one time when I was on, what's it called? I was on, OP PvP server, and I actually hacked. That was a while ago, though. I actually tried to hack, and, after a while, I got caught. And when I got caught, I actually got banned from the server. And I have to make a ban appeal. I don't really want to because I don't really care. But that's just something to think about, how they're doing their job more than our people are at Kit PvP. I'm not sure if they're all the same, but the mods on there are doing a lot better of a job than the moderators on Kit PvP. OP PvP moderators do a lot better job than the ones on Kit PvP. That's for damn sure. There's no debate there. I mean, I got banned the day I was hacking on that server, and I did quit hacking, by the way. I was a while ago. That was like a month ago, but, before I started my channel. But I don't see the correlation of, like, not the correlation, I don't see the punishment being dealt to these people. Like, when you show somebody blatant proof of them hacking, and then they do nothing. Oh, sorry about that. That was a big pause. And then they do nothing after, like, proof has been dealt. Like, what else? I mean, you know, it's really telling on why there's so many hackers, which is why if you are a good moderator and you know what you're doing, you should definitely apply for a position there, and you actually should start banning people who hack, because it ruins the game for everyone else, especially on a server where you have to work for your stuff, which is the big difference. On MINEVERSE, OP, PvP, or whatever, you don't really have to work for your stuff. So when you see a hacker, it's not a huge deal, which is appalling. Not it's surprising to me that the people on OP PvP care more about hacking than the people on Kit PvP when they actually have to earn their stuff. Because on Kit PvP, it's pretty hard to get like really good stuff unless you've bought in a kit. So it's a bigger deal if you're hacking on there than on OP PvP, where stuff is basically free and you can get Prot X or whatever that is, Prot X or whatever it is. I forget now because it's been so long, but I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Let's just see if we can build a cross right here. I'm not really trying this game. I'm just kind of like, building around. GG, game over. Shit, how do I get up here? I think I can build out here. Anyone building up there? A ton of towers, I see. It's just me and this guy. He should build over there. He's just gonna build a tower. I'm gonna let him come. I'm gonna let him come to me. I don't really care. But yeah, that's just, sorry about being quiet there for a minute. I was killing that guy. But that's just my opinion on the server. That's why there's so many hackers. It's surprising to me how many there are. Like, it really is. And now I know why. I know why. It's because mods like Mr. Beef and sorry, taking a sip of my water. Not a sip of my water, a sip of my ice, something. But it's because mods like Mr. Beef and Ratchet something are not doing their job. They're not banning people. They're not, even with video recorded proof. I mean, I was expecting just look at their name, ban. Look at their name, ban. Look at their name, ban. You know what I mean? Like, how hard could it be at that point? You know, it's like, you already have jurisdiction. You already know for a fact that they're hacking. So, whatever. I mean, that's just my opinion on it, at least. But oh, I think we lost. Oh, we won. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's just my opinion on that. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. It was a short episode. This is just really a talking episode. It had nothing really to do with Skywars, even though we did win a game, so yeah. But if you have any recommendations for a new series I should start, leave it in the comments. And again, please, if you're good at applying for a mod position and you know what you're doing as a moderator, please apply to the server below. This server I'll have in the description, and then towards the one that you actually should apply to, it'll say something different. So, and yeah, peace out, basically. Have a good day, and goodbye.